Welcome back to WNEP's Power to Save. You know, we've just gotten done doing all that Christmas shopping, and you're not done shopping yet. In the year 2011, you've got to shop around for the best deal when it comes for electricity. And Jackie Lewandowski is going to tell you how to do that right now.
Electricity. It powers our homes and our businesses, and each year it powers more of the things we enjoy. With electricity playing such a big part in our lives, it pays to make sure you're getting it at the best price you can. That means shopping for electricity supply. How can you shop? What should you know? For answers, we visited PPL Electric Utilities Contact Center in Scranton. I'm here with Tanya Zaccanino, Customer Contact Supervisor here at PPL Electric Utilities. Tanya, tell me what goes on here.
Sure. This is one of two contact centers for PPL Electric Utilities. Here and in Allentown combined, we respond to over 2 million customer phone calls every year.
Now, do you get many calls on electric choice?
Absolutely. The idea of being able to shop for an electricity supplier is still relatively new for our customers, so it's natural to expect questions.
For those of us who aren't familiar with electric choice, why don't you explain that?
Shopping for electricity means shopping for a generation supplier. That's the company that either makes the electricity customers use or buys it from a power producer and sells it to them. Pennsylvania law lets customers pick the generation supplier they want.
Now, is that the company that delivers my electricity?
No, and that's a key point. Even if customers pick a different generation supplier, PPL Electric Utilities will continue to deliver their electricity.
Now, what happens if I don't shop?
For our customers who don't shop, we're required to buy power for them. We actually buy power from many different suppliers through a process that's approved by the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission. We pass on the cost of that power without profit.
So for a customer who shops, can they find a better deal?
That's been the case this year. In 2010, many different suppliers offer guaranteed discounts in the neighborhood of 10% off our price for electricity supply. So that translates to about $10 a month in savings for the average residential customer switch suppliers.
So how many customers have made the switch?
Nearly 500,000, or more than one-third of PPL Electric Utilities customers have chosen a different generation supplier.
So why haven't more customers switched if they could find a better price?
That's a good question. We conducted a survey last spring, and 4 out of 10 customers said they didn't want to leave PPL Electric Utilities. Actually, customers often tell us that they want to be loyal to the company. While we appreciate their loyalty, we try to explain it's really not a question of loyalty. We don't mark up the price of the electricity we deliver to them. So for that reason, we don't make money if they get their supply from us, and we don't lose money if they buy it from someone else. We're just happy as long as our customers know they have a choice.
So what else did you hear from the customers you surveyed?
More than 1 in 5 customers said they were worried their service would be less reliable if they switched. But that's one of those shopping myths. Nothing about shopping affects reliability. We'll still be the company that maintains the wires and poles. We'll still be the company that meters electric use. And we'll continue to deliver power safely and reliably, even if customers shop.
So if the lights go out, we still contact PPL Electric Utilities?
Absolutely. The key to shopping is understanding your price to compare. The price to compare is the total price that customers would pay PPL Electric Utilities for generation and transmission if they don't shop. If they do make a switch, they would pay their supplier's price for those services.
Will there be anything different in price to compare for 2011?
Well, in 2010, our price to compare was set for the entire year. However, starting in 2011, our price to compare will change more frequently in order to comply with state law. In addition to changing January 1st, our price to compare will change again on June 1st, and then every 3 months after that.
Will supplier prices change at the same time?
Suppliers are allowed to change their prices more or less frequently than we do. It's really up to them.
So customers should check prices regularly?
It's really up to each individual. If they do check regularly, they can make sure that they're still getting the best deal.
Since your price to compare will change more frequently, should customers steer clear of longer-term deals?
It depends. Some customers prefer the certainty of a longer-term contract. Others prefer the option to jump to a better deal if one comes along. It's tough to predict future electricity prices. They rise and fall when factors like demand and fuel costs change.
So how do we begin to shop?
The first step is to compare supplier offers. The Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission has created a website, www.papowerswitch.com, that allows residential customers to compare supplier offers to our price to compare. It also helps businesses find licensed suppliers. If customers don't have web access, they can call the Public Utility Commission at 1-800-692-7380 for that information.
So are there any specific questions we should ask when we're shopping for suppliers?
Sure. Just think of how consumers shop for a cell phone plan. They want to be sure that they understand the terms and the length of any agreement they're making with an electric generation supplier. For example, they'll want to know, what's the price? Is it fixed? And if so, for how long? What happens to that price once the original term expires? And is there a cancellation fee if they decide they want to leave early? These are some of the questions they might ask when shopping for electricity.
So for customers who have switched and have contracts expiring later this year, when will they hear about new offers on pricing for 2011?
Well, suppliers are required to notify customers of a change in terms at least 52 days in advance. They must send a second notice at least 45 days in advance, listing the specific details and notifying customers of their options. Now, the second notice must include the utilities price to compare, or at least their best estimate of what that price will be.
What is PPL Electric Utilities price to compare for 2011?
Well, we included an estimate with our customers' bills in November, and the Public Utility Commission will approve our exact 2011 price to compare in December. That price will be available on the PA Power Switch website and on our website at pplelectric.com/choice.
So the price to compare changes January 1st.
Yes, that's correct.
Any predictions on what to expect here at the Contact Center when shopping heats up again?
Well, I'm sure our phones will be ringing, and when they do, we'll be ready to answer the call.
Well, thanks, Tanya. Customers can visit pplelectric.com/choice on the web or call at 1-800-DIAL-PPL. Well, with rates changing, you really do want to continue shopping to save money.
And you're a shopper. Are you going to shop around?
Yes, I am.
You're going to keep shopping around. Well, we are indeed going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to have a story on the appliance recycling and how it's making a difference already. We're also going to talk water quality and the Marcellus Shale. So stick around.